Welcome back to Let's Play Gran Turismo 4. Moving on to Costa di Amalfi Hard. And since I want to use a variety of cars in this game, we're going to be switching it up with something else. I don't know what exactly, but let's find something. We have the Celica, we have the Escort. I think I want to use those in dirt events. I know we have the Evo 4. I think I'm going to use that on Grand Canyon. And we could use this. And you know what? I think we are going to use it. As my emulator has a seizure and my throat dries up. Nice. So, Mitsubishi CZ3 Tarmac. I don't think I've actually driven this at all. Besides, like, maybe once or twice just screwing around. So, I do know that this thing gets very front... Well, it gets a shit ton of front grip whenever you get on the brakes. So, we'll see how this behaves around a track like this. But I'd rather drive this than an understeery anything, really. Even though this is front-wheel drive, so that was kind of redundant and stupid what I just said. But let's go with it. Down to 30 A-Spec points now from 116 the previous race. So, this thing has got some wide hips. And I'm already overtaking the Evo 6 on turn 1. I forgot to turn off the assists. Oh, this is going to be fun. This is going to be fun. We'll consider that my my nerf. Even though it probably won't really do anything. No wall riding this time around. Maybe 10 years ago, but not now. Okay, thought I was gonna go flying into the wall there. This is gonna behave so weird with these assists on. Especially the stability. Adding my throttle whenever I don't want it. Taking my throttle away whenever I don't want it to. Oh, man. Yeah, this thing just... It'd probably be a lot better if I didn't forget to turn them off. This is a dangerous part right here. You gotta keep your wheels straight in that braking zone, or else your car is literally gonna fling to the right or the left. Straight into the wall. It's probably gonna happen at some point, to be honest. And I am absolutely smoking the Evo. I probably should have... Actually, no. We're using Group B on George. That would be Sudoku if I use this on George Paris. I don't know why I call it George V. It's George the 5th. Because V as in 5 in Roman numerals. I'm stupid. I know. Right there, it's adding throttle whenever I don't want it. Before I use the Skyline R34 for one of them. I think I already used an R34 at some point. So, don't plan on using it again, really. What's up, Shweddy Vetter? Nice to see you here. These assists are just absolutely killing my cornering. I basically have no more control over my throttle because the car just does everything for me. Even if it's wrong. Might as well drive in chase cam since I'm just absolutely smoking the Evo. Wonder if I can knock over those cones at some point. Doesn't want to steer. Like that. Okay, that doesn't work. Come on. Plate says Y1 TMS. I wonder what that stands for. Okay, now it's just like understeering straight into the wall. This car is actually behaving like it's, or like the front tires are locking up now. Completely contradicting, yeah. Oh, I forgot. Music. That's better. "16 seconds ahead. On lap 3. Up. There it is. I was waiting for that. How's the force feedback on QT compared to 1.6? So, 1.6 is my favorite force feedback, actually. Even though, like, if you're, like, new to GT4 on a wheel, you're probably going to think that the force feedback is actually trash. But, on 1.7, there's this issue that's always had, on 1.7 specifically, where like the centering has a lot of resistance, and even like the steering too. It's not force feedback, it's just like steering resistance. It feels gross, I don't like it, and I thought it was gone in QT, but it's not. Because the first race I did was Grand Canyon on the QT build, and it actually felt kind of decent. Of course, like, I have a Ganj G29, it's belt driven. It makes a ton of noise, like this, when the wheel shakes like that. But other than that, the steering was actually smooth. I didn't have a ton of, like, pointless steering resistance. But the moment I actually went to a tarmac race, the steering resistance was back, and now I don't like it again. It's basically the same as it is in WX. But on 1.6, it's actually like the best force feedback, because you don't have like that steering resistance issue on that. But considering 1.6 is like so inferior to 1.7 in terms of performance and stuff, I kind of have to deal with it. And I have brought up like the force feedback issue like last summer, I believe. Summer of 2021. And they just haven't done anything about it. That cone's going to be gone by the next lap. Sub stick drift. Clip the inside. It's freaking AIDS. If I didn't have stability control right there, I probably would have just taken that corner beautifully. Lift off for gas for full throttle and push pedal down for no throttle. You probably need to invert your pedals if you have like a Thrustmaster software client type thing. God, that corner really sucks in this car with these stability controls. Oh, that cone actually survived. I'm proud of you. Okay, my eyes are drying up already. For those of you who don't know, I have like a big filming light type thing behind my monitor, so it kind of just like shines directly into my eyes so you can actually see me. It just zaps all the moisture out of my eyes and it makes them super dry. My contact lenses don't help either. But there we go. Race 1 done. Let's see if I remember to AIDS vaccinate this thing. Because I always forget. What's the main performance differences with 1.7 normal, 1.7 QT? Performance differences, it's only going to be slight. I think QT has slightly less input lag. Oh my god. It doesn't fix that high blending accuracy in menus, though, I can tell you that. And it has automatic updates, which that alone makes it more than worth it. So you don't have to download a new version of WX every single time you want to update it. You just install the update directly on QT and you're set. And overall, the QT is just a much better UI in general. So I just say like it's no brainer to just go with QT now. But yeah, let's see how we can do without all those assists now. And we're against the O3 again, so maybe we get a little bit more competition, but I doubt it. And before I fail this race 3 times in a row and have to do 45 push-ups as a result. Oh boy, that's not a strong start. Oh. I'm gonna have to learn how to drive this car all over again. As long as I could keep up with him, I could probably just pass him on the straight. Or maybe even up this hill. Looks like it. Oh, just understeering like crazy over that crest. I don't want to wall ride. I'm not 12. Versus Peter Solberg again. I'm not actually familiar with like rally car driver names. Well, any driver names really, for that matter. Besides like a few F1 guys, because I just hear their names 24/7. I'm not 12, even though I might drive like I am. 2003 World Rally Champion? Ah. I brake too late, didn't I? E-brake is useless. Yep, useless. In this car, though, I could just rip the e-brake. Oh, wait, no. I guess this is all-wheel drive, because I went out of gear there. Yeah, well... Oh, yeah, you did say tarmac drifting. I didn't read it or catch it at first. Yeah, like I said, on the brakes, this thing gets a lot of front-end grip. It just dives into corners. Sometimes. Thought the top speed on the Hellcat Swag Jeep would be a lot better. Well, yeah, I mean, it's like... It's literally a box. Just like going 170 miles through the air. Pretty much the worst aerodynamics you could possibly get. I haven't tried it with the wide body though, because I noticed you could actually put some fat meat on it. I've just been rocking the skinny tires this whole time. A Jeep Wrangler is less aerodynamic than a Lobster. Now I'm kind of curious about the aerodynamics of a Lobster. I mean, they tested the aerodynamics on a Corgi before, and a cheeseburger. Why not? It technically not a Wrangler, but same shape. Close enough. Same shape of box. I can vouch that my Wrangler glides around at highway speeds. Yep. I've driven a lot of different cars, mainly from like my dealership jobs that I've had over the years, and Wranglers would always give me like a constant brown stain moment. Just like on edge the entire time. Same thing with Challengers, oddly. Challengers, like, they're so huge that I think I'm gonna hit anything, like, moving into a parking spot. It's like you need your own zip code to drive that thing. Why do I keep doing that? It's not gonna work. Or help. I hate how the Challenger is still in production after 14 years. At least they, like, massively improved it in whatever year that was. Because it was trash before. Like, Wherever the Challenger first came back, that first generation before the facelift. Oh, I bonked the inside. Threw me off. What's up, ZD Wheelman? Mopar, no car. Gosh, I'm just... It's like you get on the throttle and immediate understeer. Obviously, because front wheel drive. Why am I even saying that out loud? Durr. I hate how dry my eyes are getting. I'm blinking so much. Have you ever driven a C3 Corvette? I don't think I've actually driven any sort of muscle car. Matter of fact, I think the oldest thing I've ever driven, or well, I don't know if you call it driving it because I just drove it through a parking lot and into the shop, but the oldest thing I've been in and like put in gear, let's say, is an RX-7 FC at my old Mazda service technician job. That was kind of cool. Even though I only drove it like into the bay and that's pretty much it. I don't think the prices of the Viper, even the older ones, if a new one comes out, will ever go back down. In fact, I'm surprised that Vipers aren't like $500,000 by now, especially like ACRs. It's kind of crazy to me. I'm sure like ACRs are probably going for like 200K now with decent mileage. Come on, just understeer and oversteer. I'll actually try to dim the light a little bit. I don't know if you'll be able to see me that well. Yeah, it looks fine. Yeah. Well, that does help massively, but now my screen is the brightest thing. Come on, I'm kind of sloppy in this thing now, to be honest. Nice invisible barrier. And there we go. Costa di Amalfi is complete. See how far we were ahead of the 03. 13 seconds. Not too shabby. Oh, music's still going. Oh, I forgot to save the replay in at CDDR, so I'm going to have to remember to do that. So I don't have to go back and make new thumbnails. Because that's kind of annoying whenever I have to go back and do that. Instead of just like streamline edit every episode after I'm done with the stream. YouTube, quit being so sensitive. Saw a soft top FCRX7. Yeah, the FC that I drove into the shop once, that was a soft top. Or a roadster, convertible, or whatever you want to call it. Our prize car for this one, RS200. This thing does not drive that well, so I don't plan on using it. Oh my god, this sounds absolutely dreadful whenever the game slows down in these menus. I wish there was a way that I could swap to software mode, but if I do that, then I have to click on the game window and that hides my chat, and that makes everything annoying, so we'll just roll with it. Also, we're still stuck at 71.3%. We just did 2 races there. Yeah, I don't think we're getting to 75% here today, boys. Which is when I want to start the Nürburgring 24-hour. But we might just have to do it a little bit earlier than that. But there we go. RS200. We'll quickly look at it before the audio gets too annoying. And with that, stay tuned for more.